never know how strong you can be until strong is the only choice you have. There are moments in life we never volunteer for, moments we would never choose. The phone call that changes everything, the goodbye we were not ready to say, the diagnosis, the betrayal, the loss, the dream that quietly falls apart. When those moments arrive, they rarely ask if we feel prepared. They simply arrive, and suddenly the life we knew is gone. In those moments, people often say something like, "I don't know how you stayed so strong." The truth is, most of us do not discover our strength because we wanted to. We discover it because life left us with no other choice. You never know how strong you can be until strong is the only choice you have. Strength is rarely a decision. When we picture strength, we often imagine confidence, determination, fearlessness. But strength usually looks much quieter. It looks like getting out of bed when your heart is broken, showing up when everything inside you wants to disappear, making the next phone call, paying the next bill, taking the next breath. Strength is not always dramatic. More often, it is ordinary. It is choosing the next right step when life has become unimaginably difficult. You do not feel strong while you are surviving. This is something many people misunderstand. When you are living through the hardest chapter of your life, you rarely think of yourself as resilient. You feel overwhelmed, exhausted, scared, uncertain. You wonder if you are falling apart. But survival often feels like that. Strength is not the absence of struggle. It is continuing despite it. Most people recognize their resilience only after they have already lived through the storm. Life has a way of revealing what was always there. We often think difficult seasons create strength. Sometimes they simply reveal it. The courage, the resilience, the compassion, the determination. Those qualities may have been quietly waiting beneath the surface all along. Adversity does not always build character. Sometimes it introduces you to it. I stopped waiting to feel ready. There have been moments in my life when I wished I could pause everything, wait until I felt stronger, wait until I had more confidence, wait until I had all the answers. Life rarely offers that luxury. It simply asks us to keep moving. One conversation, one decision, one difficult day at a time. Looking back, I realize I did not become stronger before those moments. I became stronger because of them. Resilience is built in the ordinary moments. People often imagine resilience is forged in one defining event, but more often it is built quietly, choosing hope, one more time, trying again after disappointment, showing kindness after heartbreak, trusting again after betrayal, getting back up after failure. These moments rarely make headlines, yet they are the very moments that shape us. Strength is not built in one grand gesture. It is built in thousands of small decisions to keep going. You are capable of more than you believe. Think back to a challenge you once thought would break you. At the time, it probably felt impossible. Yet, here you are. You made it through. Maybe not unchanged, maybe not unscarred, but you made it. That matters. Every difficult season leaves behind evidence. Evidence that you are capable of more than fear would have you believe. The problem is that we often forget to look at that evidence. Your hardest days do not define you. It is easy to let painful seasons become your identity. The divorce, the illness, the failure, the grief, the loss. But those experiences are chapters. They are not the entire story. Strength is not becoming the hardest thing that ever happened to you. Strength is refusing to let the hardest thing become the only thing that defines you. Sometimes you borrow strength until your own returns. There are seasons when your own strength feels impossible to find. That is okay. Sometimes strength looks like leaning on people who love you, accepting help, receiving encouragement, allowing someone else to remind you of what you have temporarily forgotten. Strength has never meant carrying everything alone. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is admit you need support. One day, this will become your evidence. One day, someone will ask you how you made it through. They will see your calm, your wisdom, your resilience. They will think you have always been this strong. They will not see the sleepless nights, the uncertainty, the tears, the moments you almost gave up. But you will know. And because you know, you will be able to tell them something important. Strength is rarely something we choose. It is something we discover. You are stronger than you know. If life feels impossibly heavy right now, remember this. You do not have to feel fearless. You do not have to have all the answers. You do not have to know exactly how everything will work out. You only have to take the next step, then the one after that, then the one after that. Strength is not found all at once. It is revealed every time you refuse to give up. You never know how strong you can be until strong is the only choice you have. And one day, you may look back and realize that the season you thought would break you became the season that showed you exactly who you were all along. Slay reflection. S. See your evidence. What challenge have you already survived that once felt impossible? L. Look at your growth. How has that experience changed the way you see yourself today? A. Acknowledge your strength. What strengths have difficult seasons revealed that you may have overlooked? Why? Your next step. What is one small step you can take today, trusting that you are stronger than you feel? Call to action. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. Was there a season in your life that revealed a strength you didn't know you had? Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone who might need this reminder, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is a nudge. I'm Carrie Genzel, reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.